morning everyone, welcome back to your maths class once again. And as you remember that yesterday we were solving exercise 17th B. We already have done some of the questions and let's see some more questions from there. As I have taken one question from the exercise and this is question number 16. So let's read the question and let's solve it. Here it is given that a room is 13 meter long and 9 meter wide. Find the cost of carpeting the room. So here they have given that there is a room which is 13 meter long and 9 meter wide. Okay, they have given this. Find the cost of carpeting the room with the carpet 75. So we actually have to carpet the room. For the carpeting of room, we have to buy carpet with a carpet 75 meter wide. So we know that what is the width of the carpet, that is 75 centimeter, but we don't know how many meters in length we need that carpet. We just know that the width of the carpet is 75 meter. Let's see that we know the width of the carpet, but how many meters carpet will take, or how many meter long carpet we want. So that's what we have to calculate. Simple it is that whatever is the area of the room equal to that area, or just to fulfill that area we want the carpet. That means the area of carpet, the carpet we are going to take should be equal to the area of the room, isn't it? Correct? Now we know that area of room would be length into breadth. It is a rectangular room. And now area of carpet, that would be length into breadth. We don't know what is the length of carpet because that's what we want to calculate. So let the length required is x. Okay, that means how many we want x meter long carpet. So now the area of carpet would be the length into the breadth. What is the width or the breadth of the carpet is given 75 centimeter, but you see here for the room it is all given in meter. So we will convert it into this centimeter into meter. How to convert centimeter into meter? By dividing it 100. Okay, so 75 is your breadth or your width, and when we divide it by 100 it will now convert into meter. So that will be the area of carpet equals area of the room, that is length into breadth, which is 13 into 9. Correct? Now if you see, we want to calculate this x, that means this whole thing we have to take it to the other side. So x as it is 13 into 9, 100 is in divide, it will go there in multiplication, divided by this 75 is in multiplication, it will come here in division. When you calculate this, let's see what is this coming. This will give you 156. That means how many meters in length you want the carpet? 156. Now the rate of the carpet is 12.50 per meter. That means if you take 1 meter, you have to give 12.50. How many meters we want? We want 156 meters. So what will be the cost of the carpet? Simple. Cost will be how many meters we want. We want 156 meters into the money, which is 12.50. So it will, when you multiply it will give you 1950, and that is your cost in rupees. So this is how we do it. Let's see our next question. Okay, so here we have our next question. This is question number 18. The cost of cultivating a square field at the rate. So there is a square field and we want to cultivate it, and the cost is at the rate of 160 per hectare. So first of all, what is hectare? Because we have learned so far, if we are talking about area, so it should be 160 per meter square. So far we know, but hectare means if you want to convert hectare into meter, it's simple. Meter square, it is simply 10,000 meter square. So 10,000 meter square. This is the relation between hectare and meter square. That means 1 hectare equals to 10,000 meter square. So they have given the cost at the rate of rupees 160 per hectare. It is not given per meter square, it is given per hectare. So and the cost, total cost is 140. Here first thing, how will we understand? Like if I tell you that we are buying some stuff, like we are buying apples, okay, and we are buying apples at rupees 50 per kg. Here instead of per hectare or per meter square I have taken per kg. So just imagine that we are buying the stuff for rupees 50 per kg, and the total amount we are giving is 300. Okay, like they are buying or they are cultivating the field at what rate? 160 per hectare, and total amount they are giving is 1440. So likewise, if I take an example, I am taking the apple at rupees 50 per kg, and total amount I am getting or I am giving is 300. So if I ask you that how much apples I have bought, so if I ask you that quantity, how much quantity I have bought, that means the total money I am giving and at what rate I am giving for per kg, that is 50. So this is 6 kg, no? That means I am buying the apples, or I am buying apples for 6 kg apples. So it is simple that they are giving this money 1440 at what rate? 160. So that means when you divide this quantity by 160, then you will get that what area they are cultivating. I hope you are understanding this. So let's see that how much apple we have bought is 6. So here we are talking about the area. So what area they are cultivating, or what value of the area they are talking about. The total money they are giving 1440, and at what rate they are giving, that is 160. But you see one thing, that this 160 rupees is not per meter square, it is per hectare. So when we calculate the area will also come in hectare. So when you simplify this will come 9. That means area is coming 9, but not meter square, but will come 9 hectare. Okay, and now since we know how to convert, because next we have to calculate find the cost of putting a fence, that means the square field which we are talking about. Now we have calculated the area of the square field. We want to fence it. Fence it matlab we have to put the fences across the boundaries. That means eventually we have to calculate the perimeter, and then we calculate, and that fencing is how much the cost is? 75 paisa per meter. Eventually we have to go for meter, so here we are going to convert it into meter square. So when you convert hectare into meter square, we have to multiply it by 10,000, as just now we have seen. When we multiply it by 10,000, it will now be converted into meter square. So the area we have calculated is coming 90,000 meter square. So area we have calculated, and we are having square field. Let's say the side of the square is A, because it is a square field, so all side will be equal. Let's say the side is A, and if the side is A, what will be the area of a square? It will be, area will be A square, side square, and that will be equals to 90,000. Okay, when you calculate the side, it will be square root of 90,000, and then we have, when you pair it, 3, and then we have this 00. That means the side is coming, or side of the square feet, or one side is coming 300. And if we want to fence it, that means we have to put the fence all over the boundary. That means we have to calculate the perimeter. How to calculate the perimeter? Perimeter of a square is simply 4 into A. That is 4 into what is the side we have calculated, that is 300. So it is simple, 1200 meter. That means this is the length on which we have to fence it, and this length if we want to fence or put the fence, what is the cost? It is 75 paisa per meter. How many meters we want? 1200 meters. So the total cost will be, what is the total meter we have? 1200, and at what rate? That is 75 paisa per meter. But then we calculate it into rupees, so we have to convert paisa into rupees. And how to do that? We divide it by 100. So 75 is in paise, and when we divide it by 100, it will be converted into rupees. Now this and this will get cancelled, and when you multiply 12 into 75, this Okay, here we have our next question, question number 21. The area of a square field is 8 hectares. Okay, I have to write this. Okay, the area of a square field is 8 hectares. So area of the square field is 8 hectares given. Okay, how long would a man take to cross it? Since it is given a square field, let's say the side of the square field is A, so all sides will be A. How long would a man take to cross it diagonally? A man is actually crossing this square field diagonally. This is how he is crossing it. Are you getting it? So that means first, if the man is crossing it, we have to calculate the length which he is covering. That means it is eventually the length of the diagonal of the square. So we are supposed to calculate the diagonal of the square, but first we are going to use this information. This area is given 8 hectare. If we convert it into meter square, we have to multiply it by 10,000. So it will be 80,000. Now it will be in meter square. And since the side of the square is A, so the area would be A square, isn't it? Will be equals to 80,000. If you want to calculate the side, it will give you square root of 80,000. When you simplify, we have to write the prime factorization. It's simple. What is the prime factor of 8? It is 2 into 2 into 2. And if you see, it is 10,000. So you can write it as 100 into 100. You can write the prime factorization and then you can pair it. I'm doing it like this. So here if you see, from this pair of 2 we can take 1 2 common, and this is also a pair of 100. 200 we have, so we'll take out 100 as from the square root, and then we have 1 2 remaining. That means it will not come out from the square root, it will be like that. So eventually the side is coming 200 root 2 meter, correct? So this is the side of the square field coming 202 meter. Now the man is crossing it diagonally. That means we have to calculate the length of the diagonal. If we know the side, we can calculate the length of the diagonal. As we know, the length of the diagonal of a square, if you have a square with side A, the diagonal will be, I am writing diagonal, it is root 2 in A in fact. The length of the diagonal is root 2A. Okay. Now to calculate the diagonal, we have this root 2, and what is the side we have calculated just now? It is 200 root 2, correct? This is the side we have calculated. Now the diagonal will be, you see this root 2 and root 2 will be 2, and this 2 and this 2 will be 4. So it will eventually be 400 meters. So the length of diagonal is coming 400 meter. This information we are gonna keep. Diagonal is coming 400 meter. Now let us understand, they are asking how long. How long means what time? How long, what a time would a man take to cross it diagonally? We are having a square field. A man is crossing it diagonally. That means this length it is covering. What length or what distance that man is covering? It is 400 meter. It is covering, and with he is walking, by the way, with a rate of 400 km per hour. That means what is the speed of the man given? Speed of the man is given 400 km per hour. That means what distance it is covering? 400. What speed it is given? 400 km per hour. So we have to calculate the time. It is simple. Speed is equals to distance upon time. This is what we are going to use. But before that, you see the distance we have calculated in 400 meter, and here the speed is given in kilometer per hour. So it would be better if we convert the speed which is given 4 kmph, that is kilometer per hour. To convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we multiply it by 5 by 18. This you have already learned. When you simplify, that will simply be 10 over 9. So it is, the speed is coming 10 over 9. Now in it is coming 10 over 9, and we have converted meter per second. We have converted it into meter per second. Okay. Now we know the speed, we know the distance, so let us calculate the time. Speed is coming 10/9 meter per second. Now we know the speed distance formula is speed is equals to distance upon time. We have to calculate the time. That means speed is given 10/9. Distance, it is covering 400 divided by time we have to calculate. Now to calculate time, let us simplify. This 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. You see, this t is in divide, it will come here in multiply. So t into 1 will be t only. And this 9 is in divide, it will go there and it will be there in multiply. That means 40 into 9, and that will give you 360. But since we have converted it into meter per second, the speed we have converted it into meter per second, so the time here will come in second. But if you see your answer, you can write your answer like that also, that 360 seconds. But if they are asking you to calculate your answer in minute, you can of course calculate it. It is coming 360 seconds. To convert it into minute, we have to divide it by 60. So when you divide it by 60, it will come 6 minutes. So what time or how long he will take? He will take 6 minutes to cross that square field. Okay. So we have our next question. This is question number 24 from the book. Let's read it. Find the area of the rhombus, one side of which measure 20 centimeter. So the side of the rhombus, one side is given 20 centimeter, and you know that rhombus is a quadrilateral, or it is a plane figure in which all four sides are equal. So if one side measure 20, all the three sides will be 20, and one of whose diagonal is 24. So let's name it A, B, C, D, and let's say one diagonal, let's say it is AC. The diagonal is 24. So and the other diagonal is DB. First thing, the diagonals of the rhombus, they bisect at 90 degrees. That means if they bisect, that means they divide each other into half. So if one diagonal is 24, let's say AC is 24, that means they are intersecting each other or bisecting each other. So this will be 12 centimeter, this half, and this half will also be 12 centimeter. Okay, so this is the thing, and also they divide at 90 degrees. So this angle must be 90 degrees. Let's say they are dividing at O. Now we have to calculate the area of the rhombus. You know the area of rhombus is half into product of the diagonals. That means we want both the diagonals to calculate the area. One diagonal is already given 24 centimeter. We want the other diagonal, that is BD. Now how to calculate? See, we know that this is the two half, or the diagonals bisect. So if this is X, this would also be X. Somehow if we can calculate the X, we double it, then we can get this diagonal BD, and once we have both the diagonals, we can apply the formula. Now to calculate, can you see triangle AOB? In triangle AOB, it is a right angle triangle at O. That means here we can apply Pythagoras and we can calculate this X. So we are taking the triangle in triangle AOB. Now since this is 90 degrees, so the side in front of it will be the hypotenuse. That means this 20 will be your hypotenuse. This 12 you can take as perpendicular or base, your choice, and X the other one. Okay. So if we apply Pythagoras, that would be hypotenuse square equals perpendicular square plus base square. Since this side is in front of 90, so this will be your hypotenuse, which is 20. So 20 square. Let's say this one is perpendicular, it is 12 square, and then we have this base square. Okay, so this is 400 and this is 144 plus base square. To calculate this base, we will bring it this side, that is 400 minus 144 equals to base square, or simply base square is, when you subtract this will give you 256, or base will be root of 256. You know that 256 is the square of 16. That means when you simplify it, you will get it as 60. That means, or we have taken it as x, so you could have written it as x also. That means we are getting this half. the value of x is coming 16 meter. We have taken this one as base. So this is coming 16 meter. That means what will be the diagonal? The total would be 32. So if I write it properly, since we have calculated this OB length, it is coming 16 meter. So what will be the total diagonal? That means BD. It will be 32 meter. And likewise, what is one other diagonal? AC. This is already given 24 centimeter. I think the values are given in centimeter. So I should be writing it in centimeter. Okay. So the unit is actually centimeter. Now, since we know both the diagonals, so now we can calculate the area of the rhombus. It is half into product of the diagonals. Product of diagonals. So area, that is half into product of diagonals. What are the diagonals we have? This 32 and 24. Product means multiplication. So one diagonal into the other diagonal. That is, when you simplify, it will give you 16. So area 16 into 20. That means when you multiply, this will give you 384, and the unit will be centimeter square. So the area of the rhombus is 384 centimeter square. So here I have taken questions from the exercise 17th B. You can also take some of the questions which I have left. You can also ask the questions, and that's how you need to practice a lot. And since your UT2 is coming, so it is much required for you all to practice a lot. Do not waste your time and do not get away with the laziness coming in your way. You have this time, utilize your time, try to score high, and not, in fact, do not run after the success every time. Just sometimes you should run after the excellence as well. So keep practicing your maths, keep simplifying your questions, and if you have any problem, try to find it out, try to sort out those problems, and keep practicing. As I always say, that practice makes a man perfect. So this is the time when you can do the perfection and you can get perfection. So we will meet in our, and for your exam, by the way, I hope this is okay. And then we will be having some revisions. We will be giving you some questions to revise. You all are required to solve those questions, revise as many questions as you can, and solve the exercises. The examples also given, you have to simplify those also, and then after we will meet. Okay.